Royal Caribbean has confirmed new menus are coming to the dining rooms, and Carnival, well, they've had to cancel some cruises over supply chain issues. Let's get into it in today's cruise news. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Before we jump into the cruise news, I just want to take a quick moment and say thank you to all of our wonderful viewers and subscribers out there. We have finally surpassed our first 1 million views on this channel. Now, this is something we could not have done without everybody out there watching our videos, hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, leaving comments, and participating in our lives. So this is all a thank you to you guys out there. Like I said, we could not have done it without you. So again, thank you very much. All right, now let's jump into the cruise news. And we're going to start with Royal Caribbean, because Royal Caribbean has confirmed that there will be new menus in the dining rooms starting this January. Now, we've talked about it in previous videos. Royal Caribbean was testing themed night menus on board Symphony of the Seas, getting passenger feedback, and now it has been confirmed that they are going to go with that, and they are going to start rolling it out fleet-wide in January, and it should be across the entire fleet by the end of January, very beginning of February. They want to get it out as quickly as possible. That way there is consistency in the main dining room menus. Now, this is the first main dining room menu change that Royal Caribbean has done in over 5 years. You know, the first major change they've done. Michael Bailey, CEO of Royal Caribbean, did make the following statements. We got all the written feedback. I think the food and beverage team has done an amazing job in making sure we're responsive to that. Our plan is to roll out the new menus starting in January. We are very thoughtful and conscientious about any changes that we make, but we do think that where we're heading with the new menus is going to be better and more enjoyable. So one of the biggest reasons that Royal Caribbean has given for doing these menu changes is the speed of service. They estimate that currently the average dinner time, the time it takes you to go through the main dining room, is anywhere between 95 and 120 minutes, depending on the size of your party. And they feel that the target time should be around 75 minutes. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to rush you through dinner to hit that 75-minute mark. Doesn't mean at 76 minutes they're going to throw you out of the main dining room. That is just an average time mark that they feel that dinner should be in the main dining room. And the reason they're changing the dining room menus is to get closer to that 75-minute mark. And they also feel that an updated menu will also help improve consistency across the fleet, with saying that if you eat a particular dish, let's say on a Caribbean cruise, then you eat that dish on an Alaskan cruise, and then you have that same dish, say, on a Mediterranean cruise, that dish will be the same no matter what ship you're on. They're having some consistency issues now. Things aren't tasting the same from ship to ship, and this new menu is also designed to help improve that, while also reducing the workload on the crew a little bit, with an improvement, over quality versus quantity. So if you are sailing on Royal Caribbean starting this January, you may see some new menus, some themed nights in the main dining rooms. And the examples that we have previously shown that they were testing on Symphony of the Seas, well, those might not be the actual final products. They're still kind of making some changes, making some adjustments, and they will continue to make changes and adjustments as they roll out, based on guest feedback, likes, dislikes, before they actually land, on a final product. And finally, we've had some cancellations on board of the Carnival Jubilee. So the Carnival Jubilee was originally scheduled to sail at the end of November from Galveston, Texas, her inaugural cruise from Galveston, Texas. Lots of people booked on that cruise. Lots of people excited that we were getting a brand new cruise ship here in Galveston. And we're still getting the Carnival Jubilee. But unfortunately, the first 5 sailings out of Galveston, they have been canceled. So the shipyard has stated that due to supply chain issues, the delivery of the Carnival Jubilee, her completion date, has had to be pushed back. That is the reason for these cancellations. And this is not the first time we've seen a cruise ship delayed here in the last year or so over supply chain issues. The Prima was delayed. Disney has had a cruise ship delayed. So now Carnival has a cruise ship delayed, and it has resulted in some cancellations, including our cancellation. We were scheduled on the second sailing of the Carnival Jubilee. We've already received the email letting us know that the cruise has been canceled. Now, per the email, we are getting 100% of our cruise fare returned to us. We are also getting a 25% additional future cruise credit and a $100 onboard credit once you rebook a cruise. I believe we have until March or February or March to rebook another Carnival cruise in order to get that $100 onboard credit. But look, that is more than Carnival was required to do. It's more than they had to do. It's not Carnival's fault that the cruises had to cancel. It's a supply issue. It's from the shipyard. So while not everybody is particularly happy about, just a 25% future cruise credit, look, it's more than Carnival had to do. Now, the new sailing, the new inaugural sail date from Galveston is now going to be December 23rd. So the first cruise from Galveston is going to be a Christmas cruise. And oddly enough, that even upset a few people because people that were canceled on the first couple of cruises wanted to rebook to the first cruise, which is December 23rd. And naturally, the price is much higher for a Christmas cruise than it is for a cruise, say, at the beginning of December. There is a price difference just over those 3 weeks because it's now a holiday Christmas cruise. And while that is unfortunate, if you've been cruising for any amount of time, you know sailing over the holidays is more expensive than not sailing over the holidays. And the December 23rd Christmas cruise was already there. It was already in place prior to the cancellation. That just happened to be the 6th cruise, and the first 5 were canceled. So it's not like Carnival went in and purposely put it on that date and purposely raised the prices. It was already there, and it was already costing more money. So in our case, we are going to still rebook the Carnival Jubilee, but we're going to book it there at the beginning of 2024. Let it get past the holiday season, past Christmas, past New Year's, roll into January. The price will dramatically drop from what it will be right there at the beginning. We'll rebook the Carnival Jubilee, and we will still sail on the Carnival Jubilee. We just won't be on the second cruise like we were originally scheduled to be. It's an unfortunate event, but cruise cancellation happens, and they even happen to us. All right, and that's going to be your cruise news for today. If you have enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day, and like always, we will see you out on the high seas.